Good afternoon. It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network in TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And I was just being a bit mean because somebody called Alison Perucci was in English radio, but um, I've just dragged them into the TGIF room, and I'm not sure if they're even online. But she wasn't in You Snooze, You Lose, so I can put you back in English radio, Alison, if you want to be there. And now Zubair. I was right, wasn't I? We talked about this. Zubair's saying just waiting for TGIF, but I can't see Zubair in the room with me. So looks like I'm with Alison, but not with Alison. And Zubair's with us, but not with us. It's one of those days again. Let's look at some TGIFE kind of stuff then, whilst we're waiting for if anybody joins. If not, it'll be a nice short session and I can go and do the shopping. I think I'd rather be here, but anyway, we've had quite a bit of activity on the forum this week and quite a few new members. So let's have a look. Okay, Alice in Brazil, Zerod and Elizabeth have been promoted to active member recently, which is awesome. Well done, guys. Paulette earned the 250 lols badge. Way to go, Paulette. Wow, I think Paulette's got more lol badge. Hang on, let me just check this. This is wrong. No, I must have got... No, I got that badge ages ago. But well done, Paulette. So long ago I'd forgotten. Now, we've had some new members. Navid, catch up. Is that catch up as in ketchup or catch up as in hurry up? Iria, Ibrahim Said, Suyach and Gabriella. They all joined recently. And a few people have been asking about the Skype sessions. Now, some people are under the impression I run Skype sessions still. I do not. Natasha runs Skype sessions. Marion, when she's back, runs Skype sessions at the moment. But I mentioned in Spotlight today that we have got this thing called Discord. Okay, ta-da, there's Discord. And that's where I run most of my pop-up sessions and TGIF and Monday live chat sessions. And the other sessions I'll run either in Google Hangouts, on Kitely, or in Webinar Jam when it's working. And thank you to Aladdin again for his patience as we tried to get Google Webinar Jam to work today. I still haven't heard back from, well, if they've replied to me, I haven't seen it. Haven't heard back from their support yet, but we'll see if they come back to me anytime soon. Anyway, Zubair says okay. I'm going to say to Zubair, so where are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, hopefully Zubair can see the live chat, the TGIF room. Now, when I say Monday live chat and TGIF, you'll see in the screenshot here, this is me in TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And you'll see Monday live chat MLC, but it's locked and it will only open when the session is running. Okay, now I know that TGIF is running because Alison's here, so I don't know where Zubair is, but never mind. I've got 15 minutes in-ish. Oh no, okay, 7 minutes in. I can wait a bit longer, but honestly guys, if you're not here, I'll just presume nobody wants to talk and I will go and do something else. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, big shout out to Mishu. Mishu's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mishu. Happy birthday to you. And we've had quite a few people earning badges. Remember, you get badges on the forum, but on Discord you get these, what we call levels. Okay, and you get levels in talking of levels, look who's here. That's amazing. I mentioned levels and Som appears. Hi Som, can you hear me? Oh, Maybe it's my voice. But no, no, my voice must be working.
I've been muted. And yes,
Ah,
and
hello.
yes, and yes, on top. So, Alison, number one is me.
I know. Honestly, I had literally, because I was thinking, oh, what can I talk about now? I'm all on my own here. And I just said the word levels and
Yeah.
uncanny, uncanny.
And I've got to get something because before switching on my computer, I opened the letterbox and I've got a postcard from somewhere
Yay!
that is in Italy. I haven't read it yet. So it's okay.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you got it. I actually said today, I can't, I think it was in Spotlight, I was going through some of the settings in the new setup for Discord because they've rolled out the screen share and video sharing. And I was chatting, and I mentioned the challenges, and I said, oh, and it's, it started off, it was Zom's voice challenge, but now it's any challenge that we want to throw
Yeah,
in there.
any kind of challenges.
Absolutely. And I said, I hope Zom got her postcard and it
Yeah,
arrived.
I've got to
Awesome.
decipher because
Yeah,
Alison, look at that. I've got a picture with three statues looking over a place with an obelisk. So it's the Vatican, this place, no?
yeah.
Oh,
If
what?
you look
Yeah.
closely at the picture,
And there are something written.
yeah,
These statues are speaking.
yes. But it didn't come out very well. I only had a
Okay.
biro. I only had a big
Yeah,
biro. And
I'm playing with the light. They
yeah,
are early. And then what does it say?
I think it's something like, wait till later.
The third one, sensible.
Yeah.
Second one, would what? What it will be later?
Wait till later, yeah. It
Wait
gets
till later.
crazy.
Yeah, wait till later. Yeah, that's it.
Honestly,
Excellent.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. We
Really?
went there, well, we went there, I think, on the Monday or the Tuesday, and about lunchtime-ish, and the queue went all around that square about 7 or 8 times. They've built this sort of queuing system kind of thing, but they just go round and round
Oh,
and round. Anyhow, we were like, oh, okay, well, we need to buy a ticket, so we went to. A couple of people had already said, "Oh, we sell you a ticket. We sell you a ticket," and we're like, "It's okay, it's okay. We'll go and have a look." Anyhow, we found the official tourist information booth.
oh,
You can't, yeah,
okay.
the official, and it looks like a bus stop. Honestly, you wouldn't know it was actually. It's an unbelievable place. I love Rome because it's mental. Anyhow, we went there and they were very nice. And I just happened to mention, oh, well, we're here for 5 days. And the woman said, oh, come tomorrow. She says, come tomorrow about 7 o'clock. There are no queues. And it's free. You don't have to pay to get in
Oh,
there. Yeah. And so we did, okay, it was a bit crazy. We didn't get breakfast because we were straight onto the bus. And we got up at 6, straight onto the bus at 6:30 because it was quite a bus trip round and we were using public transport because I believe in doing that. And we got there, no queues. Well, tiny little queue. It was great. And hardly anybody in the actual St. Peter's, which is what I wanted to see. But we've still got things we haven't done. But I had a great time. And it was a mental. I think you'd like. Have you been to Rome? Som, have you been?
no, never been to Rome.
You'd love it. It's crazy. I can
Okay,
imagine you'd
so
have great fun.
I'm going, the priority is going up Rome. Okay, you are leveling up on my to-do list.
Well, you know me. I'm not really a city person, am I?
No, no, you are a suburban person. You need the fields or the forest around, not so far away, to take the dogs and to walk. And
Absolutely.
no people. Start is perfect. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to believe what Amatsu said, saying that people, because I'm sorry, world where it's raining a lot. Oh, Belgium, Germany, north part of France, it rains. It's part of the climate. It's a pattern. So don't tell me suddenly it's raining and nobody is going out. I can't believe that. There is nobody in Darmstadt.
Well, I can assure you there is. I'm looking out the window now and I can see a neighbour. He's shaking a
Wow,
bit. Yeah, I can see a neighbour. A neighbour. One neighbour. If he spoke English, I'd say, hey, can you come and talk to Zom, please? She doesn't believe you exist.
Yeah. Is it a living place, honestly? Because I don't believe it.
Well, it's true. It is true. But it was very quiet when you were here. You'll have to come back in the summer, and not the summer holidays because everybody leaves then, but in the summer, before the summer holidays.
Okay, you will send me the date so that
Yeah, the date when there are people in the city.
I can back up the fact that there are people in Darmstadt.
Absolutely.
Aladdin is
Hey,
around.
Aladdin!
Hello.
Yay! Were
Hello,
your
hello.
ears burning? Were your ears burning?
Ears burning? Who is
Yeah.
ears burning?
They were talking about you guys, I guess so.
Yeah, no, I was just
Okay.
mentioning the session today, and I said I'd mention. Can you remember in the session I said I hope Zom got her postcard?
Yep.
Yep.
Today.
Guess what? Guess what?
I've got
At
it.
live on
Yeah,
English
I got it.
radio.
I've got it. Arrived.
You've
It
got it?
arrived. Yeah, just
Okay.
today because I checked yesterday. There were nothing in my letterbox except registration paper I was waiting for. It is important for me now living outside France.
Yeah.
And today that was more fun. So, yeah, postcard.
And that
from Italy.
postcard was posted not from Italy. It was not posted from Italy.
Città del Vaticano.
Yeah, the smallest country in the world, I
State.
believe.
The smallest city-state of the world.
No,
You think it's the smallest one?
I think it's a country in its own right. I'm sure it is.
Oh,
I don't
it
know.
is a country?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm not a geography teacher. I might be wrong, but let's have a look. Is the Vatican a country? Let's ask
Yeah,
Google.
is it? I say no. What do you say, Aladdin? I say no. I think it's a state, but I don't think it's a country in
It's the
itself.
smallest city in the world, according to history.com.
City, not.
No,
City?
no. It's called Vatican City, but it is officially an absolute monarchy. So that
monarchy.
makes it a country.
The Pope is a dictator. No, it's a benevolent dictator.
It's official. No, I'm sure I'd read somewhere it is the smallest country in the world because it is a separate state to Italy. It was granted the status. Oh, I don't know. It is a city-state, but it is the smallest. It is known as the smallest country in the world. So we're both right.
They own their. We are both right. They own their land. Hello, the diplomacy and teach. So I know I'm right. It's that, but okay, we are all right.
We're all correct. 109
We are all
acres.
correct.
109 acres. There you go. So it's
Wow.
a tiny place, but oh my goodness, it's so.
Oh, they're crowded.
Well, I was going to say beautiful, but yeah, that too. It's just the visitors really, and some of them are a bit crazy. But there you go. But if you do go, because I was a bit sort of, okay, do we want to go? It's going to be crowded. It's going to be expensive. But to be honest, it is free. You go in, and as long as you go there early enough, or you don't mind queuing for a day, it is free. So I respect them for that, not charging to get into the different places. I think that's good. But,
Okay.
And it is stunningly beautiful. It has to be said. You know, I'm not a
Okay,
religious
so you-
person, but it is. Wow.
Something to be seen.
It
Okay,
is something
you've
to
been-
see before you die. And the rest of Rome is crazy, mad, fantastic. The people are crazy. The dogs are crazy. The bus drivers
The
are
dogs?
crazy. Yeah, the dogs are crazy. They're all crazy. Everything's crazy there. But it's really
Okay.
expensive. So
It's a
take
pity.
food.
So it's just Rome. You are talking about Rome itself,
Rome
not
itself,
Italy.
yeah.
It's
No, not
Rome
Italy.
itself.
Rome is stupid, crazy expensive. It was just. Do you know what the strangest thing we ate whilst we were there? You won't believe this. Try and think of the strangest thing you might eat in Rome, in Italy. Think.
Boston?
Pasta's not strange. We did
No,
eat
it's not
pasta,
strange.
but that's
I
not the
know.
strangest thing we ate. So pasta, yeah, but we ate pasta, but that's not the strange thing. Any other
Strange
ideas?
thing in Italy. Strange because it doesn't belong to Italy. It's got nothing to do with Italy. Or strange in.
I didn't see anything French, to be honest. You know, I mean, hubby was very surprised. He has been before, and he's when he went as a tourist, it was many years ago. He's been on business, but when he went as a tourist, it was many years ago, and you couldn't find pizza anywhere. But now everywhere is pizza, everywhere. But that's not strange either, although it is strange for Rome. We had pizza.
Snails, frogs.
Frogs and snails, no. That would be pretty strange. But no, that we didn't have those. We didn't eat those. In fact, let me just change that, and I'll just put a cross by that.
So what did you eat?
That's wrong. So what did we eat? That pizza gets a correct. Oh, hang on. Pizza gets a tick.
Italy, you've got an ice cream. You have to go for ice cream, that's for sure, but it's not strange.
Yeah, gelato. That was
Gelato. Yes.
It was gorgeous.
That's for sure. Yes. You can't go to Italy without having.
Now, that said, there were some strange flavors. I mean, me, I'm very vanilla, but hubby.
Oh, I didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah. I'm really boring. I did try a fruit ice cream, which was a bit disappointing, to be honest. And then we found a really nice, and we had to go in because their display stand is actually an old Volkswagen.
Oh, okay.
Volkswagen van. It was lovely. I haven't put the photos up yet, but I hope they came out. Anyhow, and I did have a very nice, I can't remember what it was, but it was a nice, different flavours of ice cream. But hubby found one that's a weird flavour, licorice.
Licorice.
Licorice ice cream, yeah.
Oh, love licorice in an ice cream, though? I don't know.
Yeah, no, well, it was really nice. It was really nice. I tried it. It was lovely. But that wasn't the strangest thing we ate. Hi, Manju. Nice to see you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. We're talking about my trip to Rome, and we're trying to guess what might have been the strangest thing hubby and I ate whilst we were in Rome. So,
I've got a question.
Okay.
Is it supposed that it's supposed to be related to Italy? When you think
No.
of Italy, you think,
No.
okay, so it's something
No way.
really
out there.
Okay,
really
Asians?
Not even European.
Something Asian?
It is
like...
something Asian, yes. But it wasn't Asian, which is what makes it doubly strange.
Oh, gosh.
I know. But it is something you normally associate with Asia, but it wasn't Asian.
It is Asia, kind of sushi or rice or curry.
Yeah, you've got one word, sushi. It was sushi, but it wasn't Asian.
So, raw fish?
Yep. But it was called sushi, but not Asian. Not sushi. It was something else sushi.
Not on rice, so it was on something else.
Yeah, it was rice. It was wrapped up in...
Rice?
Yeah, it was rice. It was wrapped in seaweed.
Okay, so
fish.
yeah, so it was really
sushi, but
so
it's not called sushi.
What makes it not sushi? It was not prepared by Japanese.
I don't think it was, no. But seemingly this is an experience now, and it's called Brazilian sushi.
What? What does it look like? I want a picture of the Brazilian sushi. Come on.
Well, it looks like sushi, to be honest. But yeah, they have these different kind of... They call it Brazilian flavoured sushi. So they had one thing that was really spicy soybeans. Fresh ones, really nice. Temakino is this? What does this lady say? And the Italian child of this strange marriage.
Hey,
there you go.
Matching because for me a sushi need a soy sauce and some wasabi. To refresh your palate or to add some spice. There is a way to eat this. It's almost like tea. There is kind of way of eating sushi. So this Brazilian sushi, they are breaking all the rules.
Yep.
I want to taste that.
It was really nice.
You've been very...
So what is it differently?
Well, I haven't ever had sushi before. So I can't really tell you what's the difference because I'm not really that keen on eating raw fish. But we were so desperate for somewhere we could afford to eat.
Oh,
It's
you
like-
could afford to eat.
Well, yeah, it was the
that-
fourth. It was the
Usually it's
fourth day.
expensive. Maki,
Oh
sushi,
no,
and
not
so on.
compared with the rest of Rome. No. This was lunchtime, and they'd got a set menu, and it was reasonable price. I wouldn't say it was cheap, and it included the water, and everything was included. So we, okay, let's give it a go. It was lovely. In fact, they had. Let me see. I think this might actually describe it. Have a look at this web page. I think this is the place we went to, but I can't swear to it. Okay.
Okay, let's have a go. So your reference of sushi now is
It's
that
Brazilian.
shiny, pop around, please. We've got a problem.
So I don't know if it's like genuine sushi, but it was really nice, really tasty, and I recommend it because it's not too expensive. I would have liked to have been a bit closer to it because I would have gone back in the evening and had a caipirinha. It was so strange. You're in a
looks good.
sushi place and they do caipirinha, and it was so colourful. It was all the different
Yeah.
colours of the sun. So, but yeah, it was nice. It really was.
We need ribbons and shiny in the same room at the moment you're talking about that.
I know. It was like a marriage between ribbons and shiny.
I can't imagine. No, that's hard to imagine the marriage between Brazil and Japan, honestly. Even though the Japanese community in Brazil is very, very, very big.
Well, seemingly,
So-
yeah, seemingly. But there were no Japanese actually eating there. But it was full of locals, absolutely full of locals. So it's obviously a favourite sort of pop-in place for lunch. And we could sit outside in all the traffic fumes, which was lovely.
Wow, looks great. The website looks great. The pictures, what they show looks.
It was
is
amazing. Really pretty, really nicely served, friendly as well. Because some of the Roman waiters, they are so up themselves. Oh my goodness!
We are the best.
Just
And then we are the chief. We are in
It's-
common. We are in charge. We are just a customer.
yeah, no.
Client.
I think they're fine
No?
with customers. They have a problem with tourists. Okay.
Okay, all right.
I do look like a tourist. I have to say, I did look very like a tourist. Very flat shoes. Nobody in Rome wears flat shoes. I saw. Okay, let's. I love the
Italian.
place. If anybody from Rome comes on and sees this in line or in YouTube, I love Rome. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love it, but you are all mad. There was one woman getting on a moped in a short skirt and with killer heels on. I mean, these heels, if I'd had my camera out, I would have taken a photo, regardless of how rude it would be to take a photo without her permission.
I've noticed that. I've
That's
noticed that in Italy.
crazy.
Yeah. And in the evening, change clothes. Have a different set of.
Oh,
that you have to
everything,
put on.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi, Ali. Don't worry. It's Friday. We don't care.
Hi.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
Sorry,
Talking
I
about
got you.
Italy, but she's loving it.
Well, I have been to Italy before. I do like it, but I've fallen in love with Rome. I just loved the loveliness of it.
awesome.
But I'd not want to be there without money. It would be a miserable. It'd be like being in London
Yes.
without money. It's just no fun.
You really need money.
Yeah, you do. I mean, Brazilian sushi. You can't live on Brazilian sushi. Although they did have McDonald's, so you might be all right if you were willing to go into a McDonald's.
McDonald's? Oh no, you don't go to Rome to go to McDonald's. Come on, you
No,
go
you
nowhere
to Rome
for
to have
McDonald's.
Brazilian sushi.
Exactly. A creative cuisine.
Yeah, well, you can only eat so many pizzas.
Oh, so that's awesome. So the full week, just in the capital city in Rome.
Yes. Oh,
So and it's not
no,
enough.
no, not strictly.
And it's not
not
enough
strictly.
yet.
Not strictly. We did go to Ostia.
Yeah.
Which is actually included in the Rome. If you buy the Rome pass, not the Roma pass, that's the touristy one that gets you into all the attractions as well.
yeah.
We did those
As usual.
separately. If you get the just the normal travel card for a week in Rome. It actually includes Ostia, so Ostia is kind of, I suppose, a part of Rome, but that's on the coast.
Yeah. So you were along the coast here,
Yeah.
there.
So,
Yeah.
although I have to say, the Italians really know how to ruin a coast.
Really?
Yeah. You can't get to it.
Why? What?
It's
You're
all
kidding?
fenced off. It's all private beaches, fenced off, bars, fenced off, restaurants,
Awful.
fenced off. I hate it. I hated it. Hated that. But I did like Ostia Antica. If you get the chance to go to Ostia Antica, which is where they see.
Ostia?
Yeah, Ostia
What is
Antica.
Antica. It's just north of it. Okay, I can see it on the
Yeah,
map. I'm
it's
following
where-
on the map at the same time.
Okay. That's a good idea. It's where the sea used to be. That's how crazy Rome is. Okay, the sea used to be there and then it moved.
Ah.
And it's all ruins. I mean, if you don't like ruins, you might not want to go to Rome. But it's all ruins. But they are amazing. Amazing ruins. I mean, they're just like, wow. And I loved it. I loved it. I really did. I was very happy. Sarah, hi! Yay, all the gang's here.
Hi.
I was all on my
Yeah.
own earlier. Well, I was on my own apart from somebody called Alison Parucci who never said a word. And is
No,
now
yeah,
in
but
News
she's
News
she's
News.
now or he's now in news you lose or probably
Yeah.
someone not connected. So you were really on your own,
I
lonely,
was just talking to myself, thinking, okay, I'll give it 5 minutes, then I'll go.
a lonely Viking, a lonely car girl.
Oh, definitely a warrior, a lonely warrior. Oh boy! Hey, by the way, good news, we won CVC. Yay! Go us!
Yay! Well done.
Yay.
So these were indeed working with Zimmer frames.
They were definitely. Oh, come on!
To explain
You can
TBC
imagine
now.
how we felt when we realised they were in Kingdom 9. I mean, Kingdom 9.
Yeah, a lot of experience, big players, 25, 26, and
Yeah, all of them. 30.
30. I've never seen a 30.
Oh, they're
Wow.
scary. Don't go near them. Just run away.
And you won.
Sorry,
So-
Ali. CVC. It's clan versus clan. Okay. Oh, Aladdin's not got his voice. Can you hear us again, Aladdin? Maybe I think you dropped.
Correct.
Yes, I can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. Yeah, clan versus clan. We do these Viking game. You might have seen it at the bottom. It's Viking Schnack
Mhm.
and Vikings Stemmer. And
So you are speaking
that's
speaking
Viking.
Norwegian.
Schnack
language.
Schnack is chat in Viking and Stemmer is voice in Viking. There you go.
It's what the dictionary says, or you back it up
That's what
with
Google
some.
says. I back it up by Google. Google has my back on this one. I've no idea.
Okay,
Google
all right.
says that's what they'd say, so I thought, okay, we'll call it Schnack and Stemmer. That should scare people away. And by the way, there is a training session that we did with Marco, which I've put on YouTube, but I've made it private. And
Training session?
Yeah. How to.
What is the training session?
Okay, well, we did. Marco wanted to know how to do a few things, so we just had a voice session with him on Discord. And
Yeah, right. And you recorded it.
Yeah, Pry went through hyper farming and gear and how to decide what soldiers you're going to concentrate on, where your strategy is. Anyway, that's enough of Vikings. So
Yeah. But just enough. I saw that Rema joined line, and
Yes.
I think I've understood he's part of the LCT clan now, right?
he is, yes.
Oh, wow. He must be very happy. Okay,
He's
no
very
stuff about
happy.
Viking. Happy bunny. Happy
Well,
Viking.
he was-
Viking.
He was happy playing the game, but he wasn't getting anything from the clan other than
Yeah,
kill.
frustration.
Well, just kill. What do? Kill.
No, you
Where should I go?
link with
Go and
people.
kill.
No, the
Kill,
fun part
kill,
is when
kill.
you link with people, swearing, say, "Hey, you were on my time. What's going on? You have to pay me." What is that? Bloody hell, no.
And shall we have a moment's silence for Amatsu? Amatsu sent me a message today going, I just got hit on tile for the first time.
Come on, it's just the first one of many to come.
That's what I want her, so get used to it. Resurrect them in your infirmary. You'll make points
Yeah,
that way.
but at the right moment, Amatsu, not any time. It's got to be in an event to win points, okay?
Yeah. Exactly. Wait for CBC or KB. Actually,
Oh,
CBC.
yeah.
KBK resurrections don't count, but
CBC.
CBC it does. Okay.
CBC,
And
CBC does.
And now RKBK it does as well. So it
Yeah.
doesn't they don't get any points for having attacked her on tile, but they do it to
No.
disrupt your yielding. They do
Yeah.
it to disrupt your...
And it
because
works.
they like killing
And it
things.
works. Well, they are Vikings.
Exactly. Sarah's
You've
killing herself.
already got the frustration. You can't kill the people from your kingdom, so if you can't kill the others, so come on. What are we going to do? Farming all the time?
Our clan chief put in so much effort into getting that document ready, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And she spelt your clan's name wrong. So sorry.
No, it's okay. It's no problem. I just hope that they will be able to upload it as a Google document in an Excel
We're
file.
working on it.
It would be, it would be great. But you need some help.
Hubby and I are working on it. Yeah.
It looks like this clan LCT has got the administration bureau.
We're the R&D, okay? Vikings R&D.
Sorry, guys, we are really talking about Vikings.
Yeah. But it is fun. And honestly, at the weekend, we tend to be online playing Vikings. So if you're on Discord and you want to have any tips, or if you just want to join, do. Now, Ali, I did mention you earlier, but I don't think you were online. I was going to get you into Kitely. But if you like, I can show you in the video, today's video, how you do it. Because you said you've downloaded the viewer, yeah? Am I right?
The Firestorm, right?
Firestorm, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got Firestorm.
Yes.
And then what do you do? Do you go to Kitely?
I don't know.
Okay, that's that much information you need. Okay.
You are not ready to take off, Ali.
No, you won't find me. I mean, Firestorm is like a doorway into OpenSim and Second Life. So first you have to decide, am I going to go to OpenSim or Second Life? Kitely is in OpenSim, okay? So Second Life is like a universe, and OpenSim is another universe. Second Life is one galaxy in the universe. OpenSim has multiple galaxies.
She's crazy. Don't pay too much attention. At some point, you will get the information you need. Just be patient.
Okay.
Hi, I'm trying my best. I like trying to describe it. Okay.
So we're on the galaxy. You've got Mars, Venus, Jupiter.
The planets. So you've got a universe. You've got multiple universes, if you believe
multiple universes, yes, and you've got the black holes in it as well. Be careful.
Oh yeah, no, you do. They do exist. Did you know they found wisps now? They found half the missing matter of the universe. They're calling them wisps.
So whips. Oh, I love that. Whips of the wheel.
Wisps.
Whips.
Will of the wisp.
Will of the Whips. That's it. Will of the Whips.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of, I think.
Yeah,
I couldn't. This is pretty new news. If you Google matter universe wisps, I think you'll find some scientific documents about it. They're very excited. It's got the physicists in a little tiz. Well, it's half the matter. Okay. Oh, it's not wisps.
Half the matter.
Sorry, it's wisps. Oh,
wisps.
Wisps. Can't type. There you go.
Wisps. Ships. Come on.
Yeah. I've got it's Friday. Come on. In the dark universe. Hi, Baho. Nice to see you. Okay, we're just talking. I've just got distracted because it's Friday.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get back to Ali. Let's get back to Ali. Ali, once you've got.
You're welcome.
Okay, you've done your first step. You've downloaded Firestorm. That's good. Now, once you've got Firestorm open, you need to log into Kitely.
Okay, done with that.
Kitely, you need to get into any OpenSim place. You need to be a member of an OpenSim group. So you need a passport, really. Now, that doesn't have to be Kitely because our sim is open to the hypergrid, but I would suggest you just get an account in Kitely. Okay, so that's free. Everything's free, of course, but you just develop you sign up for an account in Kitely. Ignore the build your own world unless you're into that, because you can build your own world for free, but you can't run it for free. Okay, so ignore that bit. As a visitor, everything is free. Okay, you only have to pay if you want to build your own world. Okay, so once you've got a Kitely account, you have to find us, and generally you will find us at the Learn English Network Academy.
Okay.
Okay, so once you've got your Kitely account and Firestorm open, you need to connect Kitely with Firestorm, and you'll find that at the bottom where you log in, it will ask you, like saying, you know, where do you want, what destination? It's like going to a ticket window and saying, I want to go to London. You have to tell it you need to go to Kitely. And then you log in using your Kitely username and password when you created the account. Okay? Once you've done that,
why not doing it from the Kitely website? I mean, once you've got...
I have already done it.
Okay, no, when you first join, Firestorm doesn't know where you want to go. Okay, so you need to tell Firestorm first, Kitely. I want to go to Kitely. Okay,
makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Now the best way to get into the world, you can do it other ways, but the best way is open Firestorm, open Kitely, go to that page, Learn English Network Academy, and click on Enter World. There's a button called Enter World.
Yes.
Okay. Make sure Firestorm's open and ready. So you click on Enter World, and then you click on Login in Firestorm. So it's like a two-step process. Okay.
No. What was this sound? Already too complicated, or what?
Sigh. That was a long sigh.
That's a long sigh.
Now, somewhere there is a video that shows this, isn't there, Aladdin? Because we went through this in a session. I know we did.
Ali, the explication may sound that it's a little bit tedious and complicated. It's not so complicated at all.
You get used to it. Honestly. Second Life's a bit easier because you open a Second Life account, you download a Second Life viewer, and you just log in through the viewer. But OpenSim, because there's so many different providers of Sims in OpenSim, you have to tell it, I want Kitely. I don't want to go to Hypergrid. You can go and explore those places, of course, if they're open on the Hypergrid. You can go to Canada, you can go to the French one, I can't remember what they call themselves, but there's loads. But Kitely is where you'll find us. So if you want to find us, you have to log your Firestorm to Kitely, and then log into Kitely, log into Firestorm, wait. It will tell you what to do. It'll just say the world's being rezzed. It's not online 24/7. It's only online when somebody visits it. That's how it's cheaper than Second Life. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I don't think you can. There are things that say you can, but I've never found one that works for free. Okay. The reason is that phones just aren't powerful enough yet. They don't have the RAM you need. It might come. Second Life is changing. They're going more towards...
You can play Viking on mobile.
Kitely, can you?
Viking.
Oh, Vikings, yes.
Oh no, but we are not talking about Viking, Aladdin.
I know.
No, Baho's question was, can we use phone to log into Kitely? There are people out there who are offering viewers for phones, but none of them are free, and I don't know if they work. Okay, I only ever point you at free stuff, so everything here that you use is free. Okay, so Ali, if you would like to try to log in now, I will log in and see. Okay, I love it.
I am in Leo network. Right?
Yay! Okay.
Yeah, Ali, you are good. You are good.
Awesome.
That's the way to go.
That's how to do it. Absolutely. Okay, so you'll see when you click on Open World, it says Start your OpenSim viewer. Okay. And then it will tell you what kind of viewer you can use. But I use two. I use Firestorm and another one beginning with A, I can't remember. But Firestorm's fine. It's just a bit bigger, and it doesn't allow you to do certain things like uploading, not mesh, uploading buildings, uploading objects. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to log in now, and we'll see what happens.
You will have a new friend, Ali, if you are around.
Yeah, stay where you are, Ali. Stay where you are. Don't move. I'll find you. It's going to take a little while for me because I'm pushing my computer now. If I crash, guys, you'll know what's happened. But I've found that I can usually run. In fact, I even did some
Okay.
screen
I
sharing.
can see you, right? I mean, I cannot see you, but there is some.
Yep, I'm on my
Yes.
way. I'm on my
Yes.
way. There's sort of like
Yes.
a
Yes.
cloud, probably.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there you go. I'm right next to you. I'll just change
Yes.
the sky. I'll just change the sun because it's midnight at the moment. There you are. Hey,
Oh,
hello,
you loved
Ali.
it.
I'll wave
I
at
don't
you.
know.
Hang on. Hang on.
I'm
So you,
on. How to do it? How do
Okay,
you
you're
do it?
there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add you as a friend. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be my friend? And then I'll invite you to the
Okay.
group. Okay. And LEN members. Okay. There you are. Thank you for using the same name. It makes my life so much easier. Excellent.
I will join.
Okay. The reason that I've invited you to LEN members is occasionally we will go to a different sim. Okay. And those sims are not open to the public. So, for example, if you look at last week's, not this week's session, but the week before's session, the session before, because of course I wasn't on last week, the session before, you'll see that we're sitting in somewhere called the Swamp, and we were talking about autumn and reading a poem. That's not this sim. So sometimes the winter sim as well is separate, and you have to be a member of the network to get to those sims, okay? But now you're in my contacts, you'll be able to see if I'm online. You just send me a message, okay? And you can say, I am streaming you, by the way. Nice dance. You are now on YouTube dancing. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's true.
I'm exploring different tools. I mean.
Oh yeah, do. Don't be frightened. If you mess everything up, you can just restart. Just clear your cache. You can mess everything up. Believe me, this is quite an easy thing to mess up. But don't worry. If you end up inside out, upside down, just reset your avatar, etc. Okay? But yeah, have fun. And whilst you're here, explore. Depending on how you've set up your computer, you might see the same as I'm seeing. I've got mine set up to be able to view quite a long way. If you go behind the sign here, you'll be in Stonehenge. If you walk over here, you'll be in the farm.
Over here. So guys, we don't know where is over here, but
sorry. Okay, if you look behind your avatar, you'll see the cottage. You'll see there's a car on fire. Blame Shiny, she set fire to it. There's
Shiny,
a building platform.
a hooligan.
But if
Shiny,
you look above, now if your avatar starts walking and not getting anywhere, it's because you're lagging. So just stay where you are, let everything catch up with you. Don't keep pressing buttons. That's how you end up off the edge of the world. Okay, if you then go up and up and up, you'll see there's a lot to explore. Okay. So from Stonehenge to factories, and then you come over here, there's more. There should be, it's got to res, there you go. There's a whole city, there's a university, there are laboratories, there are some shops, there's a disco. So basically fly around, walk around. Don't be in too much of a hurry if you suffer from lag. And remember, you're pushing it at the moment because you're in Kitely and in Discord. Okay, so little steps I always find are better if you've got lag. Okay, and then find somewhere to sit.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh, my computer just made a rude noise, so I don't know if you heard that. Let me see. Oh, it's because it's sending me a. Okay.
There is a lot more to explore.
There's a lot more to explore. Okay. Okay. So let me stand. I'll log off now because I'm also pressing. I'm pushing my computer. You can also fly. I'll just fly that past you. Yeah.
How to fly?
Okay. You click on the little person walking button. You might have it in different places to me. Okay, but there's a
Okay.
button that looks like a little person walking, and then you'll find walking mode, running mode, which makes you run. Yeah, you found it. And flying mode. Flying's a great way to
Wow.
explore. There you go.
That's a fun bit. Yes, when you just land, that's a fun bit flying around.
Wow.
You can have snow battles, but they are a little bit tricky because people playing are not playing fair sometimes.
I don't know what you mean, Zom.
Really?
Now you'll notice that sometimes you can fly through things, okay, and other times you will go splat. Some things are the larger builds. I make them what they call phantom, but other builds that are smaller, you will just come up against them and you won't be able to go through them. Hang on, I'll show you. Let's see. Bump, bump, bump. So if you get stuck, go backwards, carry on flying. You can go higher by clicking on the up arrow, and then you can see a little bit around you. And as you fly over the different areas, they will res as you fly. Okay.
Yeah. Wonderful.
It's good fun. It's great fun, and well, we use it a lot. So you know, if you can get used to it, and if your computer can get everything working, then yeah, I think you'll enjoy yourself. Plus, don't just restrict yourself to Kitely, and don't just restrict yourself to the academy. Explore. You'll meet people. You'll find some of them are nice. You'll find some of them you wish you'd never met. But that's life, okay?
Yes.
That's life.
Okay.
That's
So
our second life.
that's Second Life. Exactly. So it's very like Second Life. It's not as finely tuned as Second Life. Some of the avatars aren't as beautiful as the avatars in Second Life, but it's the similar principle, and it's a lot cheaper than Second Life for somebody like me who's running it, okay? And you've got so much more. I could never build this in Second Life. I mean, this is like a 4x4 sim, so it's 16 different areas of land to explore. So there's a lot to do, and a lot that you can build as well. Whereas in Second Life, you're limited to like one plot, and it costs you 10 times as much. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh, Second Life is just amazing amount of money.
It was not like this at the beginning, but
but now it is.
Now they've got the bigger head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
And they've got, they're running a lot of servers to keep it all looking as good as it does. But
Yeah, true.
people can or can't, and we can't. We decided. We looked at the figures and we thought, okay, I love the building, I love the interactivity, I love the flying and the snowball fights that you can do, but you can do that in OpenSim for a lot less. Okay, I'm going to log off of because I can see my things going red, so I'm just going to log off.
Ali, what is going to be your first Skype session you think you will attend?
Good question.
Did you get my question, Ali? Do you want me to repeat it?
If I'm not wrong, you are asking when is going to be my first session on kiting?
Which session are you going to select for your first one? Because there are several. So which one?
At a time, at a time there are several.
You've got a different one depending on the day, and they are not all the same. For example, I haven't checked the calendar, but usually on Thursday evening, there is what is called the speakeasy session, which is totally different from the Kaiki session on a Friday, which is more linked to the vocabulary challenge on the forum. And I think there is another one, which is about reading a book club in Kaiki as well. So you've got different kind of sessions in Kaiki. I was just wondering which one you would like to join, or if you already have got an idea or not.
I am actually interested in all sessions. All
of
sessions. Depends on
Like
actually
everything.
my availability. That actually
Okay.
depends. Now I actually needed to attend this session and the Kartli one as well, but I was driving from a long way, so it took a little longer, and I missed that one.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. So I've just put up a list. Of course, they're at different times of the day, but generally, Speakeasy, as Zom said, is on a Thursday. It's chit chat, and then eventually we might settle on a topic to read about. I'll find something for us to read. That's never, I stream it, but it doesn't go public. It's only available as a recording to people who were there, okay? So very relaxed and informal. But the ESL vocabulary session, that was today, before this session. And today we ended up talking about pets and house pets, cats and
House
dogs,
pets.
and we read some silly stuff.
Mice and snakes and rabbits
It was more what is a cat and
and
what is a dog.
cockroaches and
Yeah,
lizards.
we're going to carry that topic on next week. Now that was streamed and it will go live, that you can watch on YouTube. So if you do miss a session and you want to know what we talked about, but remember they are an hour long, so it's best to take them in little nibbles. I think listening to us for an hour probably not the best experience.
No.
But what's useful about it is if you're in the session and if I correct your pronunciation and you think I was wrong, you can check.
Okay.
And then you can come back at me and say, I've listened to the recording, that's not what I said.
Okay.
My brain says you were wrong.
Now the book reading on a Monday is exactly that. We read books, the whole book, but I don't read, you do.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, I can read already. I don't need to. So I'll listen. I'll correct your pronunciation, intonation, stress, etc. At the moment, we're nearly at the end of a book. So what you'll find is when we reach the end of a book, because it does take a while, but we're not in a hurry. I normally pick a poem for us to sort of read in between. That breaks the thought patterns formed by the previous book, and then we choose another book. So far, what have we read? We've read Pride and Prejudice. We've read
Dracula.
Yeah, we read Dracula. We've read Jane Eyre. We've read anything that's out of copyright, so that everybody can read. Okay. At the moment, we're reading Five Children in It, which is lovely. It's a lovely book. Now, it's a children's. We read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Anything else? Oh, that was great. I know Jules Verne, but it was in English, not in
Yes,
French.
I joined those.
Yeah, that's right. You did. Yeah. The Hound of the Baskervilles. We've read.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, we've been doing this quite a while. What else have we read? We've read several short stories, like Edgar Allan Poe. At Halloween, we like to read something scary. Let me think.
Yeah. With Edgar Allan Poe, you are in for.
I think we did The Telltale Heart once. That was quite, yeah. Because the nice thing is you can also add a few sound effects as well. Yeah, so, but when we start the book, we start it and we complete it. We go to the end. It takes weeks. So, but again, we have started streaming those. So you can see. Oh yeah, The Call of the Wild was the first one we started streaming. That was in the winter sim because it's The Call of the Wild. And we started streaming it. And when the stream works, it means that you can read along with everybody, and you get to listen to all the different accents that the participants have, and you can listen to me correct the pronunciation. You can have a go at yourself. Even if you can't attend the session, you can get involved, and we discuss it on the forum. Eleanor, who's a member of the forum, she does a fantastic job doing the Google document. She takes all the very tricky words and phrases and puts the meaning in context in her Google Docs, so it's worth checking those out too. Okay. Five Children and It, Ali. Yeah, 5. Oh, hang on, not percent. What's going on?
And it, it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
What?
it. By E.
And
Nesbitt.
what does it mean by? I mean, what does the title says, right? I mean,
It's about five
children.
children and it.
It's what?
What?
I mean,
What?
and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, it is a Samiad.
Okay.
It's a Samiad, which is a sand fairy, and it's about the adventures of these children who find the sand fairy, and it grants wishes, and they always go wrong. Always.
Ah,
And if you've never read it, do. It's fantastic. Okay.
Okay,
okay.
how far like you guys
We're
have
nearly
covered
at
it?
the end. We are nearly at the end. So,
Okay, so
yeah,
I'll go through it, right?
yep, absolutely. I mean, join us for the end. It doesn't matter. I don't keep a record of who's been. I mean, obviously, yeah, on YouTube there's a bit of a record, but if you can't come, you can't come. That's fine. I don't tell you off for not being here last week or next week or the week after.
Where were you? We were waiting for
Exactly,
you.
yeah.
You were waiting. Look forward to this one. It's a team here, so the people can even do anything. Come on.
Yeah, well, if nobody comes, I go and do something else. I mean, there was the speakeasy, not this week, but the week before. Oscar turned up, but not on time, so I'd gone off to do something else. I was still logged in, and he was too polite. He didn't tell me he was online.
Oh.
He just
Knock,
left.
knock, knock.
I know. So don't. If you see I'm online, send me a message. If it's a session, I will be there for you. I'll come and find you, or I'll teleport you to me. If it's not a session, say hi anyway. And if I'm busy, I'll just tell you. I do sometimes do German. Okay.
Yeah, because
So-
she's not a listener agent, so she can't every time just ping every 10 second ping something, not ping something,
No,
not
no.
ping something. Not.
Not to retain. I am not a bot, so I would not retain my sanity. Well, what sanity I have left, I wouldn't be able to keep.
Yeah, you say crazy, 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 and I love it.
Okay, but that's pretty much how Kitely works. There's a session every day of the week whilst I'm around, and when I'm on holiday, sometimes Zom takes sessions. She does a great. We sometimes do games and quizzes, and Zom likes running those. Oh, and by the way, Zom, guess who turned up last night in Speakeasy?
Last night in Speakeasy, I wasn't there.
I know. Guess who came? Dr. Science.
Oh no, I missed
You
him.
missed him. Sorry, but yeah, he was there. Dr. Science now. Doctor.
Oh gosh! And next Thursday, I will not be able to join. I will have I will have to reorganize a bit my time to come back to Speakeasy on Thursday.
I've tried to join also, but it's not working.
Well, you
So,
can join,
listen,
but there's no
how's
voice.
this doctor doing? Is doctor very happy?
He's in
He must
Germany.
be. He's
He's
in
in-
Germany.
He's in Germany? Really?
Yeah. You. Next time he was in France, he told me, "I'm in France." The day he left France, burger. This guy is very shy. Oh, I really scare him, but I don't know.
I think that's probably it.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully,
I don't want to meet you, though.
Hopefully, at some
Yes,
time
I
we'll be
know.
able to go out and
Totally.
have coffee. Ali, Science is a long-term member of the forum, and he's been
Yeah.
in a lot of Second Life and Kitely sessions, but he got really busy doing his doctorate, and so people do disappear. They'll disappear for a couple of years sometimes, but occasionally people come back, and it's really nice when they do. So Science is.
And he
his
loves explaining science. He loves science. He loves
He's-
explaining it. Simple words for all of us to understand. He doesn't mind. And no, it's a great blog and very kind because I'm not always nice with people. I'm nice, but my way. And he
I'm
always
nice
well
in
being
my way.
polite. My way.
I'm nice by my definition of nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
Well,
Do you know what nice
you
used to mean? Do you know what nice used to mean in Old
Oh.
English? Stupid.
Really?
Well, it fits as well. It's no problem.
Every-
Stupid just mean I don't know, a bit of ignorance.
every village had a nice person in it.
Everybody has got a nice person in it. Yeah. Well, I don't want to learn Old English. I don't think so.
Not stupid. Simple. Okay, it meant simple, as in the
Okay,
simpleton.
so
The
a
simpleton
simple
of the
mind.
village, yeah.
Yeah, the idiot of the
Good
village.
band. Simple Minds, a good band. Come on, but yeah, words change their meaning, as you all know. So the worst thing you can ever say to hubby is, "Oh, that's nice," because he finds it a bit of an insult. It's neither great nor terrible. It doesn't count, I'll see if I can find the
Well,
etymology. The word nice. Let's see if I can find it.
In the phrase finder, maybe.
Yeah, there's the online etymology dictionary, but they keep changing it, and it's the one I prefer.
The one you prefer?
Yeah, it's the one
Okay.
that they've been doing it the longest, and
Okay.
I prefer them to some of the other ones that have become more flashy. So I always try and find the. Don't go to the Urban Dictionary.
This one is not fancy and so on, and it's most of the time spot on. The Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, but you can find some words you really wish you'd never seen, and you can never get them out of your brain. That's
Well,
the
if you are a
problem.
native speaker, if you are a learner, everything is of interest, and then you just not everything. Well, I saw online people posting picture. Honestly, that was not good taste at all. But anyway,
Oh dear. Okay.
so
Yes. Well, that's. I did warn everybody. Vikings is our official game, but we do not control it, and you will find some very interesting stuff
okay.
out
So
there.
I mean, I just mean that the Urban Dictionary is not worse or better than what I can come across on
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah,
chat
yeah,
rooms.
yeah. That's true. That's true. There you go. Nice adjective. Here you go. There you are. So the word nice in the late 13th century, before my time, because it came, but
Thank you for the precision. So 14th, you are 15th?
yeah, but it came from the French word. There you go.
One.
Careless, clumsy, nice,
Bah,
nice.
I don't
Okay.
know Nice in French.
Oh well, there you go. I don't know either, but there you are.
No, it's from Latin, necious, ignorant.
Yeah, and from Old
And
French, Old French,
stupid.
niche.
Yes, so stupid means ignorant. And to be ignorant is not a problem. It
Well,
just means you need to learn.
well, you
You
know
are
what?
all
No,
ignorant.
no. We have a saying in England, in English. Ignorance
Okay,
is bliss.
well, that's one perception of ignorance. It depends how you look at it. I like multi other perspectives are interesting to look at as well, not just this one.
Okay, so let's see who else has got something they want to share with us today. So Ali, I hope you're sorted now. You know how to get into Kitely and into the academy. Has anyone else got any questions? Anything they need us to sort out for them that we can sort out?
We
Network
can or we
related?
can't.
That we can. Network related. I mean, yeah, I can't sort out your love life. I can't sort out. Can't sort out your family.
Oh,
You're stuck
I've
with
got
them.
link to the sessions. Are you back on Webinar Jam or you are still running on
Aladdin, do you want to answer that one? We were on Webinar Jam this morning. It didn't work for
Yeah.
Aladdin. I was able to get in. Aladdin, no sign of him. So
Okay, all right.
we hopped over to Google Plus, and we managed with a Google Hangout, which was fine. So I sent them an email saying what's going on, and we'll see what they come back with. But I want to carry on with Webinar Jam just because I can do the presentation stuff so easily. And Aladdin could hear. Could you hear me at all, Aladdin? Actually, we didn't do one test. You should have come in as a visitor. I should have sent you the visitor link to see if you could have just joined me. If it was just a presentation
We
issue.
didn't try the visitor
We
link.
didn't, no, but then time was pushing on, and I had to finish at some point. As it was, we really overran. Oh, by the way, Aladdin, you'll like this. Guess how long I was streaming for? 3 hours.
3 hours
I
after
forgot to
we
click.
finished?
I forgot to click
Oh
stop
gosh.
streaming.
Again?
That's why I prefer Webinar Jam. I've clipped it. So hopefully, when it goes live public, it won't be 3 hours long of me making cups of tea and the dog barking and fiddling around.
Linger around.
Okay, so there's one more platform, Slack. Okay, I've used Slack, but it gets expensive. Okay.
Yep.
Expensive? You mean they're charging something?
They do charge. Eventually, they charge. They only allow you to do so much. For free. So you can sign up for free, but once you start using different It's very good if you're running a team, for example. If you're running project management, that's really what it's for. But as you add people, then they start charging you. So it wouldn't be suitable for the
For a big team.
yeah, for a big, very big team, 17,000 team. No, we can't afford it.
Okay.
But I mean, I like Slack. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's a commercial
No, actually,
enterprise.
I used it for my team, so I was just like, I didn't know that. Uh, uh, since you have tried it, I know.
Yeah, yeah. And you can add things to it as well, so it can be very useful to have everything in one place, which is why I explored it, but sadly beyond my pocket.
Yes, I know that.
Okay, but we found Discord to be delightful, I have to say.
So the beginner session is not back then.
The big absolute beginners isn't back, no, not until I can get Webinar Jam to work, because it's perfect for beginners. It really is the perfect platform, but if people can't hear me, it's useless.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree.
So I'll see what Webinar Jam come back with and see what I can do. I mean, I could just record videos and put them up, but that's boring. I'd prefer people to ask me questions whilst I'm presenting, and it makes it more interesting, but never mind. I've got the whole next lesson sorted, present simple, and with pictures. Woo! But sadly, I've got the whole slide deck ready. But sadly, until I know that it's going to work, I'm not going to put it live because it's too frustrating for people. And then we spend half the session going, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you there? Are you there? Can you hear me?"
Yeah. The first tapes of the mobile phone. Have you got the signal? I'm here. You are here? No? Yes? You can hear me? No?
I think it's the most common question nowadays. Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Okay, so Baho, we haven't heard your voice today. Are you going to talk to us? Oh, Aladdin speaking.
Beep, beep.
Yeah.
That came through on your
You're stuck in traffic jam.
beep beep. Okay, what about Reem? Reem.
Aladdin, stop that.
Hello.
I'm not doing this. It's in the comments, the street. So okay.
Okay,
This
hi
is
Reem,
my
how
mic.
are you? Nice to see you here.
Yes, I am pleased to join today this lesson because today is Friday. Many Fridays I miss sessions.
Okay, but you're breaking up a little bit, but I think I understood you. Well, I'm glad you're here. You've made it. Because, Reem, you can tell Ali about the book reading session. Reem comes to the book reading session most weeks and also to the Wednesday session as well.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
easy, isn't it? It's easy.
Yes, easy and nice. The book sessions is very nice, and the book nice because tell about the children and adventures of this, and only the things uh, I am the most lazy student in the session.
You do really well. You do really well. The problem you have, Reem, is we have got some members who've been coming for a long time, and so you feel that, you know, you're not at their level. Well, you won't be at their level. You haven't been coming as long as them. But it is a session anybody can join. Each person gets to read for at least 5 minutes and then gets the corrections. So how many corrections you get depends. But you can also stop if it gets too much. Not many people are used to reading for 5 minutes at first. So when you first start, you can listen, and then you can ask to read, and after a minute you can say, I'll stop now. That's fine. You control it. The maximum is 5 minutes, though, okay? There are a few oldies there, yes. I'm one of them.
Well, you started it, so. She's the oldest of all, guys.
Well, actually, the person who started it is Poetria. Xanthip, Eleanor,
so
whatever name she's
Eleanor,
using. Yeah.
so Eleanor is the oldest of it.
Yeah, well, she asked if we could do some reading sessions, and we started doing just articles and stuff, and then she asked if we could read a book, and I said yeah, and we started with Pride and Prejudice, and slowly people joined us, and it just carried on from there. It gets busy, it gets quiet, it gets busy, it gets quiet. I loved doing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I wish we'd been able to stream those sessions, because it was, and we had a whole model of the Nautilus that we could sit and read, and we went walking underwater and everything, but we didn't have the right technology back then to stream and record. But it was lovely. Great book as well. A lot about fish, though, I have to say. There was a few bit too much vocabulary about different fish. It's true. If you've ever read it, it's the names of fish I've never even heard of, so it's a very fishy book. So, Sarah, are you going to say hi? Ooh. Russell?
Wind. Hello, Sarah.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, I think you've got a connection problem there. That sounds like you need to push your plugs in. Push the jack into the socket.
Is it what we call white sound?
Yay!
Oh.
Good.
Hi.
Hi. Well done. Had you not plugged yourself in?
You got to plug
Sorry?
yourself in. No, I'm not plugged.
It's true. You have to plug yourself in.
English is silly, guys.
I said jack and socket deliberately, because in last night's speakeasy we were actually discussing that vocabulary. Marco was asking about it. Oh no, not Marco. Bob was asking about it. So you got the jack. That's the bit that goes
The jack and the socket.
and the socket. That's what it goes into. So you need to put the jack in the socket and make sure it's firmly in. Otherwise, that's exactly the sound I'm used to when people haven't done that. You have to really make sure it's properly in there. So, Sarah, how are you?
I'm fine, and you all?
Yeah,
How are you?
it's Friday. Come on, it's always good.
Yeah.
Friday.
Friday for sleeping.
Well,
Sleeping?
Saturday for sleeping, Friday for beer.
Yeah, beer o'clock on Friday, sleeping in on Saturday morning, and then
Absolutely. Although,
Exactly.
sad to say, tomorrow we've got so much to do. We won't be sleeping in, but Sunday hopefully. But it is the beginning of the weekend, so it's a nice time for me. I love it.
well, it depends on how many beers you've been drinking on Friday evening, actually, because even if you are busy on a Saturday, sometimes you just can't get up early.
That's true, and you'll know what I mean when I say we're going to River Madders tonight.
Uh-huh.
You were there with me, yeah? Guinness night tonight. Yay! I don't know, is there a Guinness? Oh no, if I try gin, I get a penguin. Sadly, there's no Guinness avatar, but never mind. So yes, we're going to the pub tonight because I can't be bothered to cook. I'm sick of cooking. I'm tired of cooking. So I said to hubby, because he's been working from home today, I said, okay, I'll do some focaccia. And
Is there a reason why he was chatty today? I thought, this guy is chatty while working. Come on.
Oh yeah, no. That was in his lunch break. Anyway, earlier I was going to show the Learn English leaderboard because it was strange. You guys who weren't here at the beginning, Zom turned up literally as I was saying to what was her name? She turned up, or she disappeared, and she wasn't listening to me anyway. Alison? Yeah, I think her name was Alison. Anyway, I just
wasn't listening to me.
I said the word level, And as soon as I said the word level, it was like saying that guy. What was the one? If you mention his name 3 times, he turns up. Zom suddenly appeared. It was weird.
Like last time, Sarah was thinking of me, and I popped around. You say levels. Number 1 is here.
No,
And you are number 2. And number 3.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is what I'm thinking
Exactly.
of.
Just being silly, guys. And don't take me seriously, please.
No, have you seen the film Beetlejuice? Anybody?
Yes, it's excellent. It's awesome. You have to.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
If you say that person's name, I'm not going to say it 3 times. I don't want him to appear. But if you say his name 3 times, he suddenly pops up. And Zom is that. If you say level 3 times, she'll pop up.
Exactly.
So let's have a look at the leaderboard. And guess who's at the top, guys? Zom.
I'm slowing down, but I still have
You've got a good
a
lead.
big margin.
Yeah, level 32. I'm just below with level 25. Marco,
Oh, just below.
Marco's
Minus
chasing my
7.
heels, level 23. And Sarah, level 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
I'll try to be in 20.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You've just entered into level 17, so you're on your way. Oluradi is at level 5 because she's come back. She's not here today, but she did pop in to say
Excellent.
hi.
She's back.
Hey,
good.
Ali's level 3 now. Yeah. Awesome. Yay. Oh, don't worry, Baho. I understand. We know what happens. So, can you speak now? Can you say hi? No. Okay. No worries. If you, I mean, honestly, if you do just want to listen in, especially in TGIF and Monday live chat, because it does get a bit crazy, I know. You can just stay and listen. We don't mind. The nice thing about Discord is there's no, oh, you're taking up space, because in Skype, there is a limit on the number of people in the room. We've not found the limit on Discord yet, so, and it doesn't seem to affect the call if other people are having problems. In Skype it does, because
Yes,
the bandwidth
Skype
is
it
shared
does,
out.
yeah.
Well, they share that. It's clever because it's shared bandwidth, but it does mean if people with a bad connection come in, it can affect the whole call. That doesn't
and
happen
the lead.
in Discord. In Discord, it's your problem, not ours. I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, your problems.
Yeah. Okay, so at 6 we've got Zaki. Well done, Zaki. At 7, yay, Saladin.
Oh, Aladdin, you are so far away. Aladdin, so far away. So I will be number 1. Come on. You were number 3,
Well,
number 4, number 5. Aladdin, where are you?
To be
at the
fair-
bottom line.
I'm here.
Yeah, number 5. Number
I'm
7,
not
sorry.
sure. Okay, I'm working good in winter more than summer, so watching
Talking. I've been watching for months, Aladdin.
Well, if we're fair, he's actually at the same level as Zaki, so joint 6.
Why should we be fair? Come on. What are you talking about here?
I am talkative person, though.
Yes.
I don't do anything.
You are a talkative person. You tell me that, come on.
Okay, Alice just asked me a question. The first book that we read in... You won't find the recording anywhere. This was before we could record everything. Yes, it was Pride and Prejudice. Okay, and that was myself and Zamvip, who was then poetry, just talking in Skype, I think. Or no, it would have been Pal
And
Talk.
is it?
Pal Talk.
Pal
Pal Talk.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
long time
See
ago.
how old they are, guys.
Yeah.
You can now tell the age with the, depending on the
Absolutely.
technology they were using.
Now, if you want a full list of the books we've read, now, and also April did book reading sessions when
Yep,
she had the
true.
time. She did The Secret Garden, so we've also read that.
Oh.
Yeah, we've done so many different books, from adult books to children's books to adventure to romance. You know, we've done quite even horror. Dracula, which is a superb book, it has to be said. It's
I read this one recently.
Yeah.
It was not so easy to read. It's a good one, but honestly, the English, not the English itself, but the structure of the sentences, the way Spanish block, or I don't know, the professor, I don't know what, is speaking. But the description at sea, they are awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not so easy. It's not so easy to, honestly, easy to
Which is
read.
why it's quite a good idea to read it in a group, because people, as long as they're honest and ask questions, quite often they ask the question you wanted to ask and didn't think of or whatever. So I think reading it in a group, it's very difficult for the person reading. I'll be honest. The person who's actually reading for that 5 minutes, it's difficult for them because they're concentrating on the words. But the people listening then kind of come up with the questions, and when they're reading, the other people come up with the questions. So it isn't. These books aren't written for learners. They're written for native speakers. But eventually you have to step out of the classroom and jump into the library.
Yeah, but it just takes a bit more time to read. It took me time to read this one if you really want to enjoy it.
I'm the same in German. I'm the same in German. When I'm reading a book in German, it takes me ages. But I tend not to try to look up every word anymore. I don't want to. Yeah, it's boring. I just get the gist and I'm happy. So if I want to do word for word stuff, I do it in a lesson, not reading for pleasure. And so we are reading for pleasure in the reading session in the book club, but we're also reading to discuss. We're not in a hurry. We don't mind if we only get through 3 pages. Doesn't matter. Even 1 page doesn't matter. As long as everybody gets a chance to read, that's what really matters. Sometimes if there's too many people and I've got to go, we do cut it off, but quite often it lasts longer than an hour. Because I do try to get everyone to read. Okay, so you're warned. Be warned. And if you have to go, you can always ask people if you can jump the queue a bit. Just say, "Oh, I've got to go early. Is it okay?" And most people will say, "Yeah, that's fine. Just take my place," and then they'll go down. People who can stay till the end, they know they'll get a chance to read. So, don't worry about that either. Okay, so let's get back to the leaderboard. The DOMs at level 14, and then level pegging, Soup Mantra and April at 12. And then there's a bit of a drop. Med is at level 8 with Dope, and Kindganice and Nina, all on the same level. And then at level 7 we've got Sazid, Zubair and Oscar. Level 6, Moz, Kidden and Shiny. And then level 6, Ahmed. And then we'll leave level 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 because we'll be here for, I don't know, till about midnight.
Yes, but it means, guys, that you can go up very, very fast, up to level, up to rank maybe 7, 8, 9. There is competition over there. You can level up pretty fast. Then means to slow down a little bit, complicated, but you can catch up with the big players here pretty fast. Give it a go. Right, time. Oh no, I prefer to speak.
Well, you've got the forum for writing. For me, that's what these sessions are. They're for speaking. They are for voice. And of course, if, as sometimes does happen, we get a bit carried away, just type MIC, mic, which means I want to speak. I've got something to say, and then I'll just call you to the mic. And if I miss you, type. And if I miss that, type.
Okay.
Well, it does sometimes. If everybody's chatting, it scrolls up. I try to keep an eye on it, but if I'm a bit distracted, and then you just jump in and go, Lynn. Yeah,
you do like me. You do like me, guys. You don't. Yes. You don't. After some time, you just say, "Okay, so."
Ali's got it. Ali's got it. Aladdin, that's a good idea. Yes, yeah, because I'm more likely to see a picture than a word. That's true. And if all else fails, just unmute and say,
well, we can call Preston in. I'm sure
Lynn.
Preston, we've got a little American guy, a friend of live chat buddy, let's say, that doesn't like to pop in live chat and there is nobody around. So he tried to get some attention, typing some messages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 200, 250, and still nobody turning up. So I can tell you typing words doesn't work.
It doesn't, no, it doesn't.
And then he say, why are you spamming all my messages? No, they are not taking them as spam. They are not spams. Not all of them. Yeah, guys, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do have to be patient with such things as live chat. I mean, it would be lovely if there was somebody on there 24/7, and it would be possible if people just went, okay, I'll be on for an hour. But, you know, most people want to be on there for themselves. They don't want to be on there for other people. So that is an issue. But, you know, that's life. I can't do anything about it. Zelm does a great job when she's around. It's fantastic.
When I'm around,
I try to pop in from time to time just to go, hi. And somebody goes,
Belle is
Bell's doing well.
Belle,
Belle.
Belle is taking it up, and she's
Yeah,
doing
hang
it
on.
very, very well, trying to get the people to organize. So Belle is doing a good job here.
That's for Belle. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Belle.
Yeah, thank you.
You are doing
Sol.
an awesome
Thank you.
job.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I came back from Rome and I'm like, whoa, who's that? Who dare? It's lovely when I see that. It makes me very happy, you know. It makes me happy.
Oh, it's great.
Before I disappear then, to start my weekend, any questions?
Well,
anything
her
you're
weekend.
dying to say?
To start beer o'clock, guys, she's got to go.
Yeah. Well,
What is a translate bot?
the translate bot. Ah, let me show you. I have actually shown this before, but okay. So, I want to speak to you in German. Okay.
Hmm?
You don't need to translate bot.
Ah, not working. Okay. Super. Brilliant. I love it when that happens. Yeah, I showed it worked, didn't it, Ali? It worked. Now maybe it's only
The bot is not here.
I was going to say it might be that it's not in TGIF yet. Let me have a look. Let's see if I can get the bot.
It's in the command room.
I thought it was.
Yes, it's online.
It might just be offline then, but generally it means it will. And I've got the right thing, I'm sure. Let's have a look. Translate. Help. Invite. Ah, yeah, he's there.
You did.
I must have done something wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
English. Maybe it's got to be in. Sure. Ah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it turned into French as well? Oh, okay. What's bonjour? Even I know it's not spelt like that.
Well, it's a dialect, a French dialect. Come on, you can't know everything. I'll teach.
Oh my goodness! So it's a bit slow today. I think it's a bit slow. Oh, and don't do it in capitals. I think that's what I did because, you see, I'm an English teacher. I can't write English with a small t. Okay, so let's try that. It's got to be in small. So what you do, Aladdin, is you type :T, then the language you want it to translate into, and then the message in the language you want it to translate from. So don't worry about the language it's being translated from. Okay. You have to do it :T, language to translate into, message in the language you want it to translate from. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Awesome. There you go. And it does work, but obviously it doesn't work if you use a capital E, which is a bit strange, but there you go. It actually uses Google Translate, so in the same way, I always say be careful of using any translating thing. You know, there can be. Honestly, in Vikings, sorry to bang on about Vikings, but there's another chat app called Line. I don't like it, but it's the one that the clan that I'm in uses. So online, they have got a translate thing which they use. There's a lot of Russian clans. Okay, so the Russians come on and they write in Russian, and then it translates. And sometimes if they use very simple Russian, it's okay. Sometimes when they're having a bit of a rant, it's hilarious. It's like, what on earth are they trying to say?
And they make spelling mistakes as well, like I did in French. So I can imagine the system is a little bit at lost.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like any translation done by a machine. Don't trust in it, but it's still useful if you really are stuck for what to say to somebody and neither of you speak good enough, you can use the translate bot. That's what it's there for. Don't be frightened of using it. Okay. And all of the bots, you'll notice, have got the little blue bot next to them. So Me6, who I think confuses people sometimes because it goes, congratulations, you've reached level 7. And people go, who are you? Why are you telling me about levels?
Don't forget to check the calendar.
Okay. Okay, I think you can't use français, I don't think. French?
I need to type French.
Okay, bye, Reem. See you next week. Yeah, let me try that.
Yeah, c'est
Hey,
l'heure de la bière.
c'est l'heure de la
C'est l'heure de la
bière.
bière.
C'est l'heure de la Guinness.
C'est l'heure de la
Guance.
Guinness.
Okay, have a lovely weekend, everybody, or rest of your weekend, those of you who are already in it, you lucky things. And I'll see you next week. I'll be around on the forum. I will be doing some corrections this weekend. I have not had my feet.
C'est en marche. Yes, la Guinness est en marche, guys.
Indeed. Okay, Ali, nice to meet you again. Nice to see you again. And because we have already met, but yeah. I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks for coming. Thanks for taking part. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget
Thank
to
you.
hang up.
Bye.
Don't forget to hang up, okay? Disconnect, okay? Off. It was Zom's voice challenge, but now it's any challenge that we want to throw in there.
any kind of challenges.
Absolutely. And I said, I hope Zom got her postcard, and it arrived.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got to decipher because
Yeah,
Alison, look at that. I've got a picture with 3 statues looking over a place with an obelisk. So it's the Vatican, this place, no?
Yeah.
Oh,
if
what?
you look
Yeah.
closely at the picture.
And there are something written.
Yeah.
These statues are speaking.
Yes. But it didn't come out very well. I only had a biro. I only had a big biro.
I'm playing with the light. They
Yeah.
are early. And then what does it say?
I think something like, wait till later.
The third one, sensible.
Yeah.
Second one, would what? What it will be later?
Wait till later. Yeah. It
Wait
gets
till later.
crazy.
Yeah, wait till later. Yeah, that's it.
Honestly,
Excellent.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. We
Really?
went there. Well, we went there. I think on the Monday or the Tuesday, and about lunchtime-ish, and the queue went all around that square about 7 or 8 times. They've built this sort of queuing system kind of thing, but they just go round and round and round. Anyhow, we were like, oh, okay, well, we need to buy a ticket. So we went to a couple of people had already said, oh, we sell you a ticket, and we were like, it's okay, we'll go and have a look. Anyhow, we found the official tourist information booth.
Oh,
you can't
okay.
get the official, and it looks like a bus stop. Honestly, you wouldn't know it was actually. It's an unbelievable place. I love Rome because it's mental. Anyhow, we went there and they were very nice, and I just happened to mention, oh, well, we're here for 5 days, and the woman said, oh, come tomorrow. She says, come tomorrow about 7 o'clock, there are no queues. Good afternoon, it's Lynn here from the Learn English Network in TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And I was just being a bit mean because somebody called Alison Perucci was in English radio, but I've just dragged them into the TGIF room and I'm not sure if they're even online. But she wasn't in You Snooze You Lose, so I can put you back in English radio, Alison, if you want to be there. And now Zubair, I was right, wasn't I? We talked about this. Zubair's saying just waiting for TGIF, but I can't see Zubair in the room with me. So looks like I'm with Alison, but not with Alison. And Zubair's with us, but not with us. It's one of those days again. Let's look at some TGIFE kind of stuff then, whilst we're waiting for if anybody joins. If not, it'll be a nice short session and I can go and do the shopping. I think I'd rather be here, but anyway. We've had quite a bit of activity on the forum this week and quite a few new members. Um, so let's have a look. Okay, Alice in Brazil, Zerod and Elizabeth have been promoted to active member recently, which is awesome. Well done, guys. Paulette earned the 250 lols badge. Way to go, Paulette. Wow, I think Paulette's got more lol badge. Hang on, let me just check this. This is wrong. No, I must have got... No, I got that badge ages ago. But well done, Paulette. So long ago I'd forgotten. Now, we've had some new members. Navid, catch up. Is that catch up as in ketchup or catch up as in hurry up? Ooh. 15 minutes in-ish. Oh no, okay. 7 minutes in. I can wait a bit longer. But honestly, guys, if you're not here, I'll just presume nobody wants to talk and I will go and do something else. Okay. Let's see. Oh yes, big shout out to Mishu. Mishu's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mishu. Happy birthday to you. And we've had quite a few people earning badges. Remember, you get badges on the forum, but on Discord you get these, what we call levels. Okay, and you get levels in talking of levels, look who's here. That's amazing. I mentioned levels and Zom appears. Hi Zom, can you hear me? Oh, maybe it's my voice. But no, my voice must be working.
I've been muted.
Hello.
And yes, on top. So Alison, number one is me.
I know. Honestly, I had literally, because I was thinking, oh, what can I talk about now? I'm all on my own here. And I just said the word levels and
Yeah.
Uncanny.
And I've got to get something because before switching on my computer, I opened the letterbox and I've got a postcard from somewhere that is in Italy. I haven't read it yet. So, okay.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you got it. I actually said today, I think it was in Spotlight, I was going through some of the settings in the new setup for Discord because they've rolled out the screen share and video sharing. And I was chatting and I mentioned the challenges and I said, oh, and it's, it starts Iria, Ibrahim Said, Suyach and Gabriella. They all joined recently. And a few people have been asking about the Skype sessions. Now, some people are under the impression I run Skype sessions still. I do not. Natasha runs Skype sessions. Marion, when she's back, runs Skype sessions at the moment. But I mentioned in Spotlight today that we have got this thing called Discord. Okay, ta-da, there's Discord. And that's where I run most of my pop-up sessions and TGIF and Monday live chat sessions. And the other sessions I'll run either in Google Hangouts, on Kitely, or in Webinar Jam when it's working. And thank you to Aladdin again for his patience as we tried to get Google Webinar Jam to work today. I still haven't heard back from, well, if they've replied to me, I haven't seen it. Haven't heard back from their support yet, but we'll see if they come back to me anytime soon. Anyway, Zubair says okay. I'm going to say to Zubair, so where are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, hopefully Zubair can see the live chat, the TGIF room. Now, when I say Monday live chat and TGIF, you'll see in the screenshot here, this is me in TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And you'll see Monday live chat MLC, but it's locked. And it will only open when the session is running. Okay. Now, I know that TGIF is running because Alison's here. So I don't know where Zubair is, but never mind. I've got what? And it's free. You don't have to pay to get in there. Yeah. And so we did, okay, it was a bit crazy. We didn't get breakfast because we were straight onto the bus. We got up at 6, straight onto the bus at 6:30 because it was quite a bus trip round, and we were using public transport because I believe in doing that. And we got there, no queues. Well, tiny little queue. It was great, and hardly anybody in the actual St. Peter's, which is what I wanted to see. But we've still got things we haven't done. But I had a great time, and it was a mental. I think you'd like. Have you been to Rome? Some? Have you?
No, never been to Rome.
You'd love it. It's crazy.
Okay, so I'm going. The priority is going up Rome. Okay, you are leveling up on my to-do list.
Well, you know me. I'm not really a city person, am I?
No, no. You are a suburban person. You need the fields or the forest around, not so far away, to take the dogs and to walk.
Absolutely.
And nobody and no people. Start is perfect. Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to believe what Amatsu said, saying that people, because I'm sorry, world where it's raining a lot. Oh, Belgium, Germany, north part of France. It rains. It's part of the climate. It's a pattern. So don't tell me suddenly it's raining and nobody is going out. I can't believe that. There is nobody in Darmstadt.
Well, I can assure you there is. I'm looking out the window now and I can see a neighbour. He's shaking a
Wow!
Yeah, I can see a neighbour. One neighbour. If he spoke English, I'd say, "Hey, can you come and talk to Zom, please? She doesn't believe you exist."
Yeah. Is it a living place, honestly? Because I don't believe it.